Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about curb damage on your rims. You hit the rims against a curb and now you've got damage to them. What can you do? You got to go out and spend a ton of money, have somebody fix the rims. Do you have to have the rims replaced? What can you do to fix it? Is this something that you can do yourself? Can you do it for cheap? And the answer is yes. It can be fixed, and yes, you can do it yourself. It's actually quite simple, and today I'm going to teach you how to do that. Curb damage on the wheels. So for those who have this issue, if yourself, your wife, your friends happen to curb your rims or machined aluminum, these are machined and painted. To sand them out, you have a 3-inch mini polish kit, the polisher. Put your tip on it, run it on air, and what we're going to do is we're going to sand it with a 180 grit, and then we're going to take it down to a 400 grit, and then we're going to take it to a 1000 grit, and then we're going to polish it out. So we'll come back once we've got the sanding done with the sander and all the sandpapers, and we'll see what it looks like. This is sanded with the 180 grit. You can see that it still has some sanding marks. So we're trying to get that to focus. See the lines. We're going to stage it down. This is one that we're going to definitely want to paint and blend, just so that when you walk by the car, it looks very nice and you don't notice it. It will polish out good and look real shiny once we've staged it all the way down to the 1000 grit. But this one we're going to stop at 400, and we're going to take a little bit of that silver paint and we're going to dust over it, and mix a little clear coat with it, and it's going to pretty much almost look factory. You'll be able to tell a little bit, but when you're walking by the car, nobody's going to know. So it'll look very nice. We'll come back once we're done. Now here we are looking at polished out aluminum. All the curb damage is gone. So when you walk by this vehicle, it looks very nice. Now you'll notice these have machining lines. So you'll see the transition where the machining lines are gone, where you polished it out. So if you don't like that, you can put a little bit of paint on it and blend that out, blend these edges out, and it'll make that disappear, a little bit of that silver paint. Which is essentially what we've done over here with this curved rim. So you see very nicely, all the damage on the spokes is gone. And just a little bit of blending with the paint and it's disappeared, and you really can't tell the difference. Now I know what some of you are thinking, that what if you don't have access to a gun? What if you don't have access to a 3-inch sander or an air compressor with a hose? Well, there's a simple thing that you can do at your local hardware store and pick up just a normal sander DA with an electric cord. Sand out the damage on your wheel, polish it. Very simple. A lot of your polish might be done by hand if you have one of these styles, because a DA, an orbital sander, will not spin standard like a buffer. You know, it orbits, so it oscillates a little bit. So with that oscillating, it leaves circular rings in your sanding. So you'll need to come back with a buffer or by hand. You can go over it and wet sand it by hand and polish it out. Now if you don't like the transition, go all the way around the rim if it's your personal vehicle and you want it to look good. You want to spend time on it. This is a job that took about 30 to 40 minutes to do completed. Now, let's say you have a painted rim and it's damaged, and you've curbed it and got good damage. You sand the damage out, but now you've got painted and you've got, you know, this sanded area that doesn't have paint on it anymore, and you can tell. You got dark rims, you've got light rims, like the Dodge that has light rims, or the Nissan with the dark wheels, and you've got damage like that, and you don't have access to a hose and a gun and paint. Okay, well, there are options. You can go to your local body shop. There's a collision center, and you ask them where they get their paints. You know, whether they have Shopline, they've got PPG, they've got Omni, doesn't matter. Just find out where they get their local supplies, and they will sell you the paint. Now here's the best part. You can get the paint in a can. You can actually get a metallic paint. They can make the paint by hand. They can take the car, take a little computer, put it up to your rim, get a good color match, and they can actually put it in a spray can for you. Now, if you're sanding out the damage and you're not very good with a sander, use some tape. Tape off the wheel, areas where you don't want it to get sanded, so you can go crazy on your sanding. Get it sanded out, go down and get your paint, put some playing cards. Okay. You want to get some standard playing cards, you know, a deck of cards, and what you do is you take them and you put them in the rim, and that masks it off when you spray it, so you don't get paint all over your tires and have to clean that up later. Take that can, prep it real good, ask them for a wax and grease remover, a cleaner. You can even get a can of primer if you want to prime it first and do the whole wheel. Take some paper and put it in around your rotor, mask it all off, paint the wheel and make it look nice. You can do it all yourself and it will save you a lot of money. Very easy, something that, you know, somebody thinks that when you damage the rim, that's it, it's done. You know, it's never going to look new again, and you can actually fix it yourself. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. If you like the content and you'd like to find out more about how you can fix your own stuff at home, and when it comes to automotive or RC cars or anything of the like, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, stay in touch. I'm going to go ahead and continue this, and when it comes to how to fix your bumpers yourself, some interior work, other things that you can do. I'm also going to be doing some RC stuff. I'm going to make a video on rebuilding the differential on RC cars. I have Traxxas cars and other things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put out some other content, but this is something that you can easily do at home, and I hope you enjoyed it very much and you learned a little bit.